Hey guys, so today I want to discuss with you something kind of serious. This is a new channel and I do want to keep it kind of upbeat and lighthearted, but this is something that I think that if just one person resonates with what I have to say, then I feel like this video served its purpose. Um, it's something I don't talk about very often about myself, and that is that I am a hypochondriac. And what a hypochondriac is that you might think that there's something wrong with you um, physically by reading an article or listening in class about some kind of disease, usually serious disease, and you automatically start developing those symptoms, but in your head. So I could hear about a heart attack and start feeling chest pains as soon as I start hearing about it. And then my anxiety kicks in and it makes it like 10 times worse because anxiety and hypochondria go hand in hand. And because I struggle with this, it's debilitating. It really is. I live about an hour and a half from my parents' house, and I have to come home at least once a week because I have these freakouts. And I am 24 years old, and I feel like I shouldn't have to come home to mommy every time that I get a cold, you know? And I mean, I think that this was all brought on by something that happened to me a few years ago. Um, it was kind of traumatizing, and I won't go into it, but basically, I thought that I had an illness that I did not, and um, I had every reason to believe that I did. Um, but, I think regardless of how it started, it's here. It's been going on for about 4 years now, and I've done my research, and I think a lot more people deal with this than what we know of. Um, but mine is almost to an extent of like a form of OCD, and it like I said, it's debilitating. Like there have been times that like I haven't been able to go to work because I'm freaking out so badly thinking that I have an illness, or and sometimes like I will get so upset that I will throw up, or I really can't breathe, and it's just because I'm anxious and depressed. And I've always wanted to move out of state and go somewhere warm, because it seems like, to me, it seems like these symptoms, this anxiety, this whatever it is, this illness, only comes on when it starts to get cold. And it's been suggested, that I have seasonal affective disorder, which if you don't know what that is, it's sad for short. But what it is whenever winter or fall rolls around, usually people with color, but I think it can be everybody, but it's something to do with like our ancestry and like migration habits. Like we are not getting the right amount of vitamin D, and so you can take supplements. I have a light that actually mimics sunlight, and it helps a little bit. You have to watch your diet, exercise, just do all the normal things that you would if you were trying to beat depression. But all of these combined lately, I felt like was just too much. Like it takes a toll on my like financial well-being. It takes a toll on my like relationships because I'm crabby because I don't want to mess with anybody whenever I'm freaking out. And I work in retail, so it's kind of hard to be nice to some of these people whenever they're like screaming at you right after you've had a heart panic attack. And so I just wanted to like let anyone out there that's struggling with mental illness or um, anxiety. I mean, I guess that's a mental illness, but I just wanted to let you guys know you're not alone, and we, for the most part, we all struggle with this, and you are gonna get better, and you will see the sun again. My grandma always said, even when on the cloudiest days, you can always see a little bit of sunshine coming through the clouds, and that's really what's gotten me by. Um, that's what I think about every time that I am starting to worry about what kind of sick illness I have today. Oh, and it varies. It varies. It's from, I mean, it's gone from like cancer to an STD to heart issues. Like it never stops, and it gets exhausting. And I feel you. Like whoever is out there watching this and feeling like you're the only one, like you're not. I work in retail, like I said, and I saw this mother pick up her screaming child the other day. It was a girl, and she was really upset, and I don't know, was like she had hurt herself or something, and the mom just held her, and you could see like the love in her eyes that she had for her kid, and she just held her, and she just said, you know, like, it's gonna be okay, like everything's all right. Like I wish that I was so inspired by that, because I wish that I could do that to everyone in this world, because I do have compassion for everybody, and I do understand what it's like to hurt, and I do understand what it's like to feel alone. And if you get anything from this video, just know that it is gonna be okay, and like the hurt, like whatever you're going through will subside. Like you are stronger than anything that you have ever faced, and I mean that. I mean that 100% from the bottom of my heart, and it's from experience. And I wanted to make this video while I'm going through this, because I want to make a follow-up video of how I got through it, and I fully intend to do so. I think that it's a learning experience to go through these kind of things, and I think you could never experience the light without the dark, and how good the light is. And I'm so grateful to be going through this kind of contrast in my life. And I've been learning about, if you saw any of my other videos, I talk about the law of attraction. Like you get back what you put out. But it's okay to put out some negative energy sometimes, because like I said, like it's just gonna make feeling better that much better. Like I don't know if you have ever taken a really long nap after a long day, but that's what it feels like, you know. If you were to just take a nap after like laying by the pool all day, probably wouldn't be the same as taking a nap after you've worked for like 10 hours, you know. So anyways, that's basically all I wanted to say. I just wanted to let everybody, you know, kind of know what I'm going through. And like I said, if there's anybody out there that's watching this that is going through anything similar, any kind of mental illness, like know that you are loved, and I take you seriously. And you know, my Facebook is always open if you guys want to message me. If anyone ever needs someone to talk to, my name is Victor Hayes, and add me to Facebook. Like, I'll talk you through it, because I understand, and there is always someone there for you. Anyways, if you like this video, like and subscribe. I have a few other ones that I'm going to put out this week. So have a good day. Bye.